Turning now to our Safer Schools coverage, North Carolina public schools are required to have a safety plan and submit them to the state.
But the I-Team uncovered last year hundreds of schools never did. I-Team reporter Samantha Coomer digging up the data.
And these plans help ensure that each public school has a safe and efficient way to mitigate and prevent risks. This is obviously pretty important when it comes to keeping kids safe. And while it is a state law for public schools to submit them, hundreds have been out of compliance, and hundreds of other charter schools aren't required to submit them at all.
The next day I struggled to be like, am I doing enough?
Every violent incident at a school leads to reflection for Carolina Charter Academy Director Maria Mills.
What else can we do? You know, I'll be remiss if I didn't admit, like, I investigated how much bulletproof windows would cost.
For her, safety is always top of mind.
What's Miss Mills really strict about? It's like safety and security.
The new Wake County Charter School has increased its screening of visitors, enhanced policies on locking outside doors, changed its pickup procedures, and is aiming to add a school resource officer. Mills School is taking precautions, but because it's a charter school, they aren't required to submit a safety plan to the state. Still, Mills says she has.
While I enjoy the certain components of autonomy, I like the fact that there are rules that are in place to maintain consistency and high standards. And a lot of those, especially with safety and security, with budgets, like whether or not we're allowed autonomy, it has brought me comfort to just adhere to those as part of my best practice.
Last May, only 16% of the 2,300 public schools in North Carolina had submitted a plan.
It's not that they didn't have it, they just hadn't submitted them, and for a variety of reasons. There's been so many changes in administration, maybe somebody didn't pass the information down.
Fairley explains that it makes a difference for the state to have access to these plans.
In case there is an unfortunate incident, the local law enforcement will have immediate access to what the building looks like. It helps us in case there is an issue in that community and they need the state's support.
She says she doesn't know how many still aren't in compliance, but claims the number has drastically improved.
I think that 100% is hardly ever in anything.
Back at the Carolina Charter Academy, Mills says she's constantly reevaluating how she can change policies and juggle limited resources to prevent and mitigate risk.
There's like the mathematical part of me where I'm like, sure, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm doing the minimum and I'm even tweaking and adjusting what I'm doing. But this example and this example and this example all provided things that I haven't implemented yet, or I don't have the means to implement. So it's a little bit of a wormhole that I can quickly go down of what else I need to be doing.
And state officials tell me charter schools are submitting these plans. They are just at a lower percentage than public schools that are required to. And in the near future, the center is hiring safety specialists to work with schools to both create these plans and then to help them submit it. For the I-Team, Samantha Coomer, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.